one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same.
In our hands, no more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry for the dreams that fade, we speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio Trubilla
on FM 103.9.
Radio Trubilla
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Freddy, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media,
one voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night, because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
True big and no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
3.9.
Truth me get radio.
3.9.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your tribe or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
One game. If you check them, you go see, say, we are better together.
Hello, welcome again. This is not Shoot Spot on Shoot FM 103.9. Mina Nene Fofana. Today we're there for diving a little into the match we played yesterday between we under 17 female team and Liberia. And also we get for talk about the 2025-2026 Premier League table. And I get with me Kennedy Okeze will go with me talk about that. But before we talk about that table there, I get with me Elizabeth A. Kyle, when are the media official of the national under 17 female team within Liberia right now, in the join me on a VMix call. Elizabeth, you there with me now? Hello, Elizabeth, and welcome to Truth Spot.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, I want to say congratulations on the win yesterday and also on winning the trophy to the team as well. I go on for know how the environment like they right now.
Thank you very much. The winning that everybody gets every Sierra Leonean will support, and even the one that may not be aware of the game. I just believe say it's a win for Sierra Leone. And yesterday we win the game. The assurance was double. As a matter, it was triple because
Okay.
we don't already know say the competition on dinner we hand, the trophies on dinner we hand. I've made it just present them to me. So for us yesterday, it was just to all of fixtures end for climax the whole tournament, the performance in the whole tournament yesterday.
I go also want to know how important this win day for the team, for the girls, then confidence especially.
This win here so is very very important for the girls them because they expose them to other nations, them to other countries, to other footballing associations across the globe. For me, them know say we get players them way them for look up to. We get players where them for call for international or professional assignments. For me, it is something way way beyond waiting Sierra Leoneans to see. Before, when they talk about female football in Sierra Leone, not to something where people they value, to something people they welcome. But
Yeah.
with the performance of the picking them so far in this tournament, it also say Sierra Leone football girls now forces to reckon with, and the hope of Sierra Leone football when it comes to football in general, the woman them now we don't climb the ladder so far. So yes, it means a lot for me.
Yeah, I know say I
As a
sure say
nation.
today maybe una they celebrate self the win. Also going into the game, una been get for play two opponents, Senegal and Liberia. How difficult was it? One, I go wanna know which opponent was the most difficult, and also how it like we una not play at home because their other team here be get a chance for maybe play at home and una not be get because of the stadium not ready.
Okay, so we play Senegal as we first opponents them. To be quite honest with you, it was just the confidence we built in the beginning them. And even we CSF, we just decide say, okay, we're here to win, we're here to compete, not to just participate. So when we see the fixtures for Senegal first with the meet, we all know say Senegal. When they talk about football in Senegal, they could place them at some kind higher level. So it was not an easy thing, but we give them the confidence. And then when they go out there for play the first game, when I be the 17th of September at the SKD
Okay.
Stadium, it was like a dream come true for them. No, from the first goal they score, then they continue to boost their confidence and their morale for say, oh, we can do this. So for us, it was the Senegalese side that was the toughest side in this particular competition. For Liberia, yes, they did their bits. They did not do their own assignments because every country gets a own coach and a own style of play. But I want for make this known to Sierra Leoneans that I was shocked. We were shocked when we saw the support for Syrians living in Liberia when they come on board for support. They were chanting Sierra Leonean songs, calling the Sierra Leonean players, clapping, sing praising their names and all the rest of it. So this helped for growth from strength to strength into this competition. Sure, see, waiting them they expect of we safely deliver. So that was exactly what happened all through this competition. So it was at some point like we are in Sierra Leone watching or playing the game because we see from the live screening, we see people them they on, but it's not like inside salon, inside Liberia, they support me. But the physical support it been really day. We listen to Sierra Leonean songs, we see people come with Bluetooth speakers, then play Sierra Leonean songs, and then that's been boost with confidence extra coming into this competition.
Okay, I believe so. That's not a big boost for sure. Say yes, things they don't they change now because for still supporters and follow the live stream and also support for Dana Liberia from the Sierra Leonean people. It shows say yes, women football don't they get to the map, and I know say very much important to Una and the players. Also after the last game where Senegal therefore play. I wonder if now that time they therefore crowned Una as the champion because following Una 3 wins, they don't prove say yes, Una don't win the trophy. I want to make you explain what the league small and also the trophy when they therefore crowned Una.
Okay, so the competition now 3 nations then take part because the other five nations, the other 6 nations they pull out of the competition for different reasons. So it was Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Senegal. So each country we play like round robin system, home and away. So we play Senegal before host 3 win and then first match we play on the 17th. Then on the 19th we play Liberia win and then host 3. With Liberia, it was an easy ride. We go, we come back, and then we go into the home matches. Now we host Senegal, we beat them. So this competition, we actually win and unbeaten. Nobody not beat we, no nation not beat we. Instead, we beat them and get more goals from them. So the last game will be tomorrow by God in Power, where Liberia will play with Senegal. Then immediately after the match, trophies that will be presented, and we hope for gather more trophies, more awards, because we see the performance of picking them from the goalkeeper to the strikers to the attackers. We saw so many things. Women of the match, Sierra Leone, the 3 women of the match so far in the competition. 4 women of the match so far in the competition. So yes, wow. We don't care. We don't represent Una well. So that's so far. Now that's not the updates.
All right, I go on for me. You tell me small about Sarah Toure. Now you win woman of the match yesterday, and you also scored 2 goals, which means that one of the impactful players then at the team. I go on for know more about in contribution to the team and how when they perform.
Actually, when we joined the team, when we don't begin train, I've been on the same, but I talk with the coach. He outrightly tell me say she's very playful, and I believe say when they interview her yesterday after the competition, he self admit to the fact that she's playful. That's not been the reason we make them. We don't put her on a bench all this while because say coaches when they want goals, they want results, they go in for people where they feel say, then they put in the work and they're serious about what they do. Yeah. She is a very good player, but he very, very playful. So instead don't see the need now for saying where the coaches and the tell us say stop this playfulness and put in serious people do the work. So yesterday we actually tell them say everybody who can is care for play. We want to say everybody the ball and everybody get sitting out there. So she was one of the players that we then bring her inside, and then when it come inside, it prove her well and gets the woman of the match. So yes, that tells me also everybody in a bench, not good. As long as you are being called on the national assignment and selected for with the team for play, you are one of the players, and anything can happen at any given point in time, and then they can bring you inside for filling the gap.
All right. I believe say the coach then go help and for improve more because after they don't talk to according to it you say able for play very well yesterday. Also inside the match yesterday, waiting you think say being the media person, I sure say you know some tactical changes and how the team they play that. Defeating Liberia with 4 goals to 1. Tell me exactly what Una do forget that is all the out. Although you say Liberia, they are not that tough opponents for face, but I want to give credit to the team as well because going into somebody's home and defeating them 4-1 not so easy thing.
Yes, the thing is, we begin and we don't really get in the instructions and the training from the coaches them, okay. So they know that each player for mark, waiting that you roll. Waiting at your own particular specific assignments na the pitch. So that was exactly what they did yesterday. Even though we have been getting a yellow card, we don't get about 4 yellow cards. So waiting the coaches they decide for do they take off the players away get the yellow card and and keep of them. So in case, just like wetin happen for Liberia, where they can get that 2 yellow card and that 1 red card when the player come out, we don't get red card, yellow card them. So we are afraid for make we not put in the players and we don't get yellow card, just so they no go get another yellow card. We could pick them. We get unfortunately it happened to Liberia yesterday, and luckily for we, it not happen. So we bring in the players them we not get carded and we not we don't play it for me, they can fill in the gap for them. And later when I see say during the second half of the play, the coach will decide for withdraw the other players that will be put aside and bring in other players, including the one that we don't get yellow card. So at that point, we'll not be given care again. I'll be always with the ones now goals. Taking into consideration the Liberian side, we don't get 1 red card, we don't be 10 against 11. So to me, I was telling them during the first half, I say, well, this now an opportunity for we. And the goal line, if will be different, let them see the match. Let them see the margin and see say now 10 against 11 play. Let not just end by 2-1. No, if we end by 2-1, that way we can like say, no, Liberia was stronger than us. So if you get and tell me say and give them the assurance when they go inside, the game will change. And when they go inside, we see and say the game change and we decide we end up forget a 4-1 victory over Liberia.
Okay, with that, what you don't say, I want to give another special credit to the team and also the girls, them and Nuna self, because I believe it's a big motivation when you self say to the team and them go in and perform. It show one thing about Sierra Leoneans when are resilience, they show a lot of resilience and they're able to take advantage of that situation and end up defeating Liberia and so far they'll win the trophy. Now a very big thing. But before you go, I want to make you also talk a little bit about women football and try for, let people know about the football and inspire young girls themselves for coming to the sport. For sure, say football not only man game but also na woman game as well.
As we speak, I attend a workshop on women football where CAF and WAFA organized. Nowadays, it's a 3 days workshop trying to see how we will popularize the game, because the same problems and challenges so they get around female football in Sierra Leone, it's across Africa, it goes across. So we all share ideas on how for improve, how for popularize the game, how for make people then realize say this is something, it's a career path where anybody can take. Because we notice a religion they come into play when it comes to women them for decide for play football. Parents are not the support and picking them for say, oh, okay, you want to play football at the support you for player. Or we use them picking the other in case, because the senior side we don't do them. And this is not the second category where they come with trophy again, like when they're in senior, they don't come win competition and come with the trophy. So they use them two scenarios here now for preach about female football in Sierra Leone. We get for try as hard as possible when I return and relay the message to His Excellency President Babadi Kamara and the executive committee for me to know say we need for start again school league, and the school league will want start then we, or if not so a school league self, any other mechanism we can put in place for let we get schools and for compete for begin play competitions, female competitions, so that we will get girls them where we can train and rely on for call on the national side for represent Sierra Leone. So yeah, female football. Now I look at it, say if I was a younger girl, I would have played football, because I don't see the opportunities for females in football. Even CAF and FIFA, they're recognizing the football now more than ever. Yes. Then we appeal to parents, we appeal to football stakeholders, people are out there with sponsor Sierra Leone female football, then they come on board and support Sierra Leone female football. We don't come, we know they make them ashamed. We know they do, they play some people and they do anything and play but now the game end, then go. We play what's happen? It's of coming with our golden medals and our trophies and every other thing. We expect, even forget the golden boots. We expect forget glove as well. But we hold on to everything on tomorrow, where everything will be unraveled to each and everybody when they watch tomorrow live on the WAFU page.
All right, plenty, thank you. But I'm not tomorrow then go officially crown now.
Yes, tomorrow.
All right, we can't wait for celebrating now. And before you go, finally, I want to know waiting at the celebration plan, because we all want to join you now for celebrate this win.
the celebration plan could be announced, but towards the evening by God, because the executive committee member, when at the female rep, Madam Ramatulai, Madam Haja Ramatulai, they will but I no say after this meeting, it will contact the president, and then they will discuss within the plan for the celebration. We will not waiting for the next, because we will definitely get for informed Sierra Leoneans out there. We go want for be part of that particular celebration.
All right, plenty. Thank you, Elizabeth. And I want to congratulate you and the team as well for the win way on our win. And we hope for continue for the follow-up on the recent improvements. And if possible, we want for, share part of our celebration tomorrow and also handed over of the trophy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is a win for Sierra Leoneans all across the globe. Exactly. So yes, we want for see UNACEF be part of the celebration. Thank you very much for Nayungu they do as well.
All right, thank you. Fambu, this not Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9. Mina Nene Fofana. And don't forget to yourself can be part of this discussion by sending a message to the short code 239, or you can comment on with Facebook and YouTube page. I said earlier that I get with me Kennedy Okezen at the studio when I sport Arsenal of Arsenal fans beats now owner as well of the YouTube channel. Don't they look into sports for a while now? But before we get into that discussion there, the Premier League season, the 2025-2026 Premier League season, how the structure they like, waiting that they expect the league for be, and which team it thinks they get for win this the league this season. Will they come back after this break?
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together.
It's the Cartoon Relax Getaway brought to you by Waka Salone. October 25th to the 26th at the Tokyo Beach The Place Resort. $250 gets you the mountain view. $300 for the sea and the sky so blue. $350 for the beachfront. Then Sunday's bubbles. Champagne in your hand. Chalet orders, this one's for you. Natural Glow is the dress code too. At the Place Resort from 12:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sip, chill, unwind and dance. And if you're just in for a party, then get ready for the powder spray party and bonfire flare. At 4 p.m. let's light it up, right? 500 millions now or 600 at the gate. Don't miss the moment. Don't show up late. Catch and relax. Sun, sand and bubbles. Life so sweet. From the beach to the pool at Tokyo Resort, where good vibes meet. Brought to you by Waka Salone in partnership with Eminence Africa, The Place Resort, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, Fruit Media, and Afro Technology and Logistics. Don't just hear about it, live it.
Oh, yeah. It's a legacy, lots of clouds, not a fade away.
Fight up for yourself, use the orange money, booty, and no worry.
Tire for one on again just for go buy top up. With orange money, you don't need for do am again. If rain they come out, the sun also, or you just want for sit down cozy inside your house, you can buy top up right from your phone. Dial #144*5#. You don't need for observe the weather, vet traffic, or to not long you them again. Orange money they put the power in your hand. Will they allow you for buy top up anytime, any.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
We introduce to you EcoBank OmniLight, an advanced form of our corporate internet banking platform. It provides a convenient online and real-time single-window interface for all corporate customers to initiate and query transactions. That is, to make payments, transfers, and check balances instantly from the comfort of your office and from anywhere in the world in a secure environment. With EcoBank OmniLight, you enjoy 24/7 online access, real-time transactions, transactions across borders in local and international currencies, secure platform, user role management, easy payroll and bulk payments, real-time financial reports and statements, personalized dashboard for quick access to your favorite features, real-time notified on account activities, approvals and transactions, access to EcoBank support team for help anytime. With EcoBank OmniLight, your business runs right, fast, secure, and always in sight. EcoBank OmniLight, banking made simple. A better way, a better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
With me, Kennedy Okeze, an Arsenal fan, and they do sports analysis as well. They get a YouTube page, Arsenal Fans Beat, and get enough knowledge about the Premier League as we look into the 2025-2026 English Premier League. Ken, welcome to Good Sports.
Thank you very much. Thank you, listeners.
Ken, before we get into this season, looking at last season, I talk personally with regards to Arsenal. When I don't try for compete for the league leg. Even last season, a lot of people would be expecting at least maybe this not the time for Arsenal, being that Man City not be there in a very good form. But unfortunately, Arsenal not be end up winning the trophy because of Liverpool winning. So explain what really happened with the team performance last season.
First of all, I think one of the things we will get for look at competition. It's not all about Man City not being a good performance. Every other team where they compete for the Premier League, they get the ambition or rather the intention to win something. So the only thing is at the end of the day, one of that person they did better than the other. So the thing will actually happen to us now, I think it all boils down to ambition of the owners. That's the way I see them personally. Because I believe if owners, like even when you work in a place, if the owners want something to be better, they therefore give the tools to make that thing work out. So when deliver, they can come to you and tell you that, you do this thing better, so you get for give way or you get for do something where you get for make you improve. All man not say Arsenal needed a striker. Even the blind man who in the streets, the cripple who even sabi our football. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to use that against them. All of us now want. They sabi say Arsenal needed a striker. So why not get the striker? That's why when you see teams like Chelsea, you see teams like Liverpool, Man U, they're spending money. These are clubs where they're ambitious. They want to win something. If they here, they cry down on Chelsea, say they get 49 players on loan, they waste money, billions of pounds and all that. But at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, they're winning something. Something is coming on the table.
Exactly.
So owners always say, when I don't bottle up league the first time, second time, third time, what you're supposed to do, all man sabi say if they go at the market in January to get a striker, it would have been a done deal. But you can't give what you don't have. You understand? So they wanted to go through the back door, like we found with them United. They won't go through the back door to go to Europe. But unfortunately, they're not able. So that's not what we talk about. Owners have to be ambitious. And this is not something we say every team, they up their bar. You see teams like Newcastle today, they're buying players, super players from Europe and all that. Try to not be so. Only within England, now Newcastle feels okay. Those people will like the Magpies, won't support them. But now you have to attract good players. from abroad because you need to get the couple to do them. So if you don't get them, you're on your own. That's why you see other club sides like Brighton, Wolves, they look for academy players and all that. But you must spend money whether you like it or not.
People then go say maybe another, excuse being that Arsenal last season there was an excuse, season before last there is an excuse. With regards to that, is it an excuse or una really they felt? But before you answer that question, I often tell family and say we also get dictionary with Win at the studio. Now a Chelsea fan and another sports analyst we don't they into the English Premier League for a very long time and they get keen knowledge about the league as well. And dictionary, welcome.
Thank you very much to you, Nene, and also to all viewers video on Twitter Media. It's a pleasure being here for the second time.
All right. You don't can join you London. In the top position waiting up where they not win the league last season. I know say you not go agree with them because of Unana rivals and maybe other reason. But Una said I'll be there on the virtual asking if whether Arsenal now excuse back they make not winning last season. So can answer that question.
I know what talking an excuse. It just they clearly, they're evident, Aside from the fact that some other fans will say, no, Arteta is not a good coach. But if you look at the trajectory, the growth of Arsenal to date, you need to give him kudos for the job he has done. But to get to that finishing line, you need to say you need that striker. Why you think, say, Chelsea, they spend the couple where they spend? They get players because ideally, a club like Chelsea, my brother here, Dictionary, go agree with me, say they're not supposed to even go to the market to say they want to buy one player. You get 49 players on loan. All you need, why you send players on loan? You send them on loan for them to get playing time. Yeah. So you'll be able to call them back. But these guys, they're not ready to look those players. So they buy anything where they buy able. They buy. If you call them, they buy of English Premier League. But they are doing it. Whether you like it or not, somebody will come say, they want Conference League, not a cup. But whether you like it or not, they want something on the table. Why would they? So the thing they say, owners have to show ambition. So this season, we don't say the owners finally, the crown case, they don't wake up, say, okay, now we need to spend. Now, the pressure has to be on the tactical know-how of the coach. But I think on both sides, okay. the crown case not being ambitious enough, then the other one, they say, Arteta no get that. I not to trust them now.
Wow.
Because if you look at the situation, when you want to take teams like Leicester with you, yes, Leicester they had a good coach also in Claudio Ranieri when they won it. But the truth be said, they don't get those super players at that time. But they were able to nick something out of what they had. So now the question is, can we get across the line?
Okay, before we get deep into this season, Dictionary, I'll make yourself talk about our team performance last season. Chelsea are one of the big teams in the Premier League, but unfortunately last season we see them they compete in the Conference League. In fact, before last season, the past season as well, when I compete in the Conference League, when our performance not be that great and when I spend a lot of money, but unfortunately the team no give that expectation, even though Una end up winning the Conference League and also Una win the Club World Cup, in which Jamie Carragher say Mickey Mouse trophies. So tell me about that.
All right, so I'm going to put a factor course very quickly. So when it comes to Chelsea, by all standard and by all setting, now the only team when it comes to men's football for the win all trophies, in which a fellow Londoner win a far London today and never and will never
don't begin show.
We'll never do that. So Chelsea by default of we seal with 21st century club team of the century by winning the FIFA Club World Cup. And any trophy we FIFA left for out, I tell you, Chelsea they win them. Alexef Natamatis Cup will never win them back.
Wow.
So on last season basis, we not ever declare ourselves as title contenders. I think that's the.
But Unana big team. And everybody where they play now the league, they compete for the
unlike
trophy.
Arsenal, for the past seasons now.
They talk.
I'm coming there. For the past seasons now, Arsenal already position themselves as if they're going to win the Premier League, in which they have failed woefully, and they will always continue to fail on that particular basis. Last season, when we come very close to second position, rumors begin to go around. So Chelsea is contending for the Premier League, in which we coach Enzo Maresca, We're far better than Arteta in the entire season of taking Arsenal compared to just one season. It don't achieve waiting Arteta can never achieve. And I believe, say, Milan, London, and seated here can attest to the fact. Even they push for the sack Arteta. That night they don't glow his side and day. But what Chelsea, we make them very clear, say, we're not in any position for content for the Premier League. If you observe, we get 8-game winning streak. People even begin to put you in Liverpool head to head. There's a new rival in our Chelsea coming for the Premier League. We make it clear. If you observe, there was this U-turn. Chelsea begin to go downside.
A lack of confidence.
We don't say I'm coming. We don't make any statement. Carry forward, and then we drop calm below the top 4. And then we begin the battle. You understand? So Maresca began this policy in which he not get one stagnant 11, unlike Arsenal. So he rotated everybody. So give game time to everybody. Well, as claimed by him, 49 players on loan. Well, we utilize all those players. We know crab it like Arsenal. We crab it. That Wenger system is still the flow inside the bloodline. We left for make Arsenal continue to perish in the wilderness of trophyless seasons. Wow. So we continue that particular trajectory in which Chelsea, we make a clear say the Conference League was our target. Okay. So when we targeted the Conference League instant, we observe say we make that put that more energy into them. And the energy we put into the Conference League, we see the end results. We won it. We observe at some point, we brought in players. When we reached that quarterfinal, the Cole Palmer started playing, the Caicedo, the Enzos, even towards Sanchez came in. So I actually put this. Chelsea, we're not boastful or braggadocious like Arsenal. We get that energy in us. They're going to win the Premier League. We're going to win the Premier League. And they can end up how many? Second or third. So Chelsea, let me make this clear. This is a disclaimer. We transfer policy not aligned with Arsenal from the Roman Abramovich era. Check it out. 25 years down the line now. 20 years down the line. From 2004 to now, Chelsea don't stand the test of time when going to the market. We're one of the biggest team, the first team inside England. Follow cash out 50 million. Fernando Torres, we bought him for 50 million. Now we first begin broke bank inside England. Not Arsenal. We like Wenger in time they negotiate for €2 million for a player. They negotiate now pay 200,000 pounds for her. So you see, so we transfer policy system, give room now where we literally add clauses to them. That sound more legal. Now if you're Chelsea are the only team in England that gives 7 years contract, 8 years contract. The reason why we catch them when they're young. So with transfer policy now, they're going for the younger players. And with the mentality of winning a trophy, not to grow them and then you harvest money like Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund. With the same mindset of coming doing football. So if you observe, even if we put 30 million, we get money out of them. We don't get them directly from that player then. But players like Mount or Shinkagi, Manchester United, where we make money out of, you understand? And even towards the recent player will be Arsenal, when that's not a good Shinka, he don't get injury, you know, that particular one day. So a good plus. So when we buy these players, let me go they buy flocks. When they buy players like they Sesko, they way up to and they will prove them. We buy Joao Pedro. Even when we lost to Manchester United, you see the effort. The red card was the issue. And Maresca was sorry for the war was quite stupid when he actually rotated, removing all the flankers and then you bring in defenders. If we had maintained the system we had, well, United now 5 if we don't get it.
Okay, but
so if you observe, like I say, well, that is Old Trafford, you understand? So that I understand. A defeat conceded. But to what we transfer policy, most people need to understand how we transfer policy work. There are 2 remaining teams who are very traditional in England. Manchester United and Liverpool. These are the traditional clubs in England. They will never give foreigners per se, people will come from the Balkan regions in Europe, or people will come from Asia, or the Arabs. They never give them. They are strictly being bought by Americans or British people.
Okay.
I believe you can attest to that.
Okay.
But Arsenal now, Chelsea now, anybody can get her.
Unfortunately, we know they focused on Arsenal and Chelsea too much. We they focus on the English Premier League in general. Looking at last season, be a very good season. Although a lot of teams didn't complain, say Liverpool we are a bit lucky because of other contenders and bigger series of injuries where they end up winning the season. But this season don't start. Teams that still they struggle with injuries. Like Arsenal a bit, Man City a bit, and other things. Even Una Chelsea don't lost Cole Palmer to injury as well. Looking at that, how would I expect this season for go?
Well, I think every Premier League season gets you in different energy, getting different vibe.
Yeah.
That is why the Premier League is the most unpredictable league in the world. I believe you can attest to that. Germany, you can decide a winner. Bayern Munich. In Spain, it is between Barcelona and Real Madrid. If Atletico Madrid come very close, It depends on the quality of players they have bought now. The Alvarez, the Simeone's son is actually pissing up, and the Rodrigo de Paul, these are key players. But their leagues were predictable. Even if you go in France, Paris Saint-Germain, that's key. Paris Saint-Germain is going to win the league. Unless now when Marcel Lisa give them a hell of a time. But the Premier League, for the past decade, is very unpredictable, very tight. You might get a winner. Those games have been decided 10 games into rounding up of the league. Now you can decide the winner. But La Liga, match day 15-20. Real Madrid or Barcelona can already get to deciding. So for the injury, there are injury-prone players. For Chelsea, Lavia is the only injury-prone player we'll get.
What about James?
James Passé, I think now light knocks he can get. For Cole Palmer, is little bit they feel unwell. If you observe, even towards the Manchester game, we take him off because if they get some amount of itch, we actually take for remove him. But Lavia, now the only injury-prone player we get at Chelsea. Coming over to Manchester United, we know our excuse. Arsenal, we know our excuse. No. We know our excuse at all. On American clear say, on a very fortified and solidified, you come into the Premier League to win it. That's all. On buy a backup goalkeeper. Kepa. Kepa, where we buy for over 70 million, we give for just for Shinka money, just Bamako money now go now. So if you observe, you come back, Arsenal with our excuse. Arsenal, the problem with Arsenal is the coach, not the players. He knows of that. The tactical way I can do things can cause a problem. So Man City gets a bit of injury problem. Even the Rangers will come, even some of the key players, they will adapt to the Premier League again. So what I'm happy for Man City, when they place Donnarumma into the number 1 position, removing the English goalkeeper, I tell you, Trafford is literally, I don't know how comes they buy Trafford, but Trafford does not even deserve to be in the Manchester City team. Wow. That was a rushed buy. These are goalkeepers who deserve for their then grade B, grade C teams. You understand? So coming over now to Tottenham. Tottenham don't fire for now. They inform. Going over to Nottingham Forest, I will tell you, Postelogo, that was a bad decision from Nottingham Forest to remove Esperanto and then bring in Postelogo, who is there to win 4 games.
But a coach will win trophy with Tottenham.
But watch at in 4 games. Take some for maybe the inside Scottish Premier League. Well, we know in the second season, he always make and clear say he can win trophy. But here is Nottingham Forest.
So maybe they don't gamble on them.
Well, that's a gamble. But in your first 4 games, as a well-reputational coach, you are yet to win any of these games. True. Now, you went into the Conference League, into the Europa, sorry. You do against this team in Spain. So it tells you, say, there is so much to be done for him. Because he's a man who's very, very brag. He can always make in my second stint in the club, I'll win a trophy. So now there's this urge where you don't get to Nottingham Forest. Okay, this first 4 game, no watch like so this year. Premier League done. But the second campaign, and take note, he's out of the Carabao Cup. He lost to Swansea. Yeah. So that don't take a red flag for him. Well, who knows, next season Nottingham Forest might win the Premier League. So away from that, into Liverpool. That was a very disrespectful thing Ekitike did in the Carabao Cup. You don't receive the first booking. And then you wanted to take out you take out your jersey.
And it's a lot.
Yes, and according to source, well, unverified yet to some extent, Liverpool decide for discipline on what he did.
But
because he knew of that.
And it's not be actually the defender after the game match and in post-match conference interview, he talks say the referee be too harsh because how the guy be get so much emotion and that's make he take off his shirt for celebrate.
So, but you won't compromise the rules. The rule is when you take off your jersey, you have to carry a yellow card. Is that not so, Oga? That's the rule. So it cannot be changed at all. We know that they change the rule to, but if you never don't get a yellow card, then issues don't come up for the referee integrity. So he has to actually defend himself as a referee. But that was a bad one. Ekitike, a professional player. You don't just come out under 21. You just can't be.
But somehow you can be carried out away with the frenzy of the game. One of the things when it comes with the emotions.
So emotions can compromise the law?
No. Most times when these things happen, they just happen just out of impulse. It's not something you plan. He would have done that thing and I realized, I was on yellow card.
We all know that the game
is not a team where we remove the jerseys like the El Clásicos in which you take off. I was expecting that from him against Everton. That's a massive side derby. You would just take off your jersey and then show the Evertonians.
But it's a minutes win. So maybe that emotion.
That is not a Champions League final in which you could put such emotion. He needs to be disciplined.
I agree with that.
He needs to be disciplined.
And he's new to the prep, he's new to the league, and then you don't start so. What if you get to defeat Real Madrid in the 94 minutes?
I think that time, as disagreement they come between the two London, as maybe not time for me, I can sit in the middle. But before that happen, they go for a quick break and we go continue this discussion.
Okay.
Okay.
We introduce to you EcoBank OmniLights, an advanced form of our corporate internet banking platform. It provides a convenient online and real-time single-window interface for all corporate customers to initiate and query transactions. That is, to make payments, transfers, and check balances instantly from the comfort of your office and from anywhere in the world in a secure environment. With EcoBank OmniLight, you enjoy 24/7 online access, real-time transactions, transactions across borders in local and international currencies, secure platform, user role management, easy payroll and bulk payments, real-time financial reports and statements, personalized dashboard for quick access to your favorite features, real-time notified on account activities, approvals and transactions, access to EcoBank support team for help anytime. With EcoBank OmniLight, your business runs right, fast, secure, and always in sight. EcoBank OmniLight, banking made simple. A better way, a better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
No, player. Welcome back. This is not Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9. And today we're looking to the English Premier League. And don't forget, so you self can add a voice to this discussion. You can send a message or you can comment on our social media pages on Facebook and on YouTube at Truth Media. You can send a message to the short code 239. The short code now 239. I get with me Kennedy Okezi, an Arsenal fan and a sports analyst, and also with me I get Dictionary, a sports analyst and a Chelsea fan. We don't talk a bit about the club's performance last season. Now we go deep into the English Premier League club. A Dictionary don't make a contribution about several happenings that don't happen so far in the league. I try to get Kennedy your opinion as well. You know, Kennedy, with regards to waiting Dictionary, you don't talk a lot of teams, performance and so far. What do you can say about the league so far?
Well, just like I said earlier, the league now, league of competition.
Okay.
Everything way they compete for the English Premier League, they go out there to win. Even this one way, my fellow Londoner, they say they never talk, say they won't win Premier League. You didn't come to the Premier League to come and sell cookies now. Not to win, that's not why you compete. So if you fall out of the equation, you fall out of the equation, you know. When I just want to pick something when you be talking about Enzo Maresca being a better coach. I think the world would have been a lucky coach because with the avalanche of players that you have at your disposal, till now, Chelsea no get playing identity.
Wow.
There's no playing identity in Chelsea. And they talk about players waiting they happen to Sterling. The guy they collect £350,000 a week. He just sit down. The guy say no, they go no side. Even when they won't cancel the contract. The guy say no, we die here. So those are the things that we're talking about. And the idea of talking about going legal and they being smart in signing 7 years contract. All those things are just bogus things when they do to hide from the PSR rules. They know. They know. I mean that's why they don't catch them. The only thing we will help them this season now, if they don't balance their book, if they can sell Tyrell George, you know, to Nottingham Forest where they be one seller. Yeah. That would have helped them back because that's an academy player and a homegrown player would have helped them balance their book. So they still there on the periphery of being with a big rod again because they are always defaulting.
It's a good thing I come in between.
You know, I'm
happy. Small chance
okay. So at this point, the focus here now to talk about what did happen. I just give us some. Because you don't give me small boost bass. I say, man, just give her my own too. So now, the key thing now, the Premier League, one of the biggest shortfall of the Premier League, aside from the fact that all teams are trying to compete, say, I still find the officiating, you know, down, you know, too bad, too poor. For the kind of publicity where would they give the Premier League being the best, the most competitive, the unpredictable league and all that. But yet, when you see some kind of officiating where they take place in the Premier League, you know, you just feel bad. For me, even though we are out rivals, if you look at that game against Manchester United, I mean, one person will believe say that red card should never have taken place. Sure. Because Sanchez wasn't the last man standing.
Sure.
There was somebody by the side of Mbemo. And there is no way when that guy wanted to send his foot back. The worst thing you would have done to that guy is giving me a yellow. And that decision making at that point had a significant role on the impact of the game. So there are too many things when they happen. We don't see people against Liverpool and Arsenal. How many times supposed to like handle ball inside box?
Yeah.
They tell me say we even see one when they use his shoulder. You see the shoulder they move.
Yeah.
They say the hand there on natural position. We see the one way touching nails. They don't give no red card. We saw a Haaland had his two hands behind Magalhaes in the recent match.
Yeah.
But that thing had happened at Arsenal 18-yard box. It would have been a penalty. But what I'm saying is that in as much as teams they spend money to compete for the competition, there needs to be parity in decision making.
Absolutely.
And if I don't always talk them. This is not the time where we say the Premier League need to come up with the PGMO and say anybody that goes shortfall in decision making, they need to first of all suspend the person. If you get match allowance for that officiating, you lose it. This are waiting to make the officiating referees, go with right decision. We recall in the time past where they say make every referee declare the team with the support.
Yeah.
So any referee come and say in Arsenal is support? None of them. So even when they talk about say Arteta has tactical issues, we don't have any issues, but we knew that most of the things that counted against Arsenal from winning position, Arsenal lost close to 24 points. Last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
From winning position, where they say they don't score, they begin the draw line. Now when Arsenal score goal, now after they draw all the lines, even the team line. But when Arsenal no score and that team score against Arsenal, they go forget saying they're supposed to draw the other line. So these are the things where we say they affect the Premier League competition. So if they take this team off the competition, where would they expect? Because these are the beauty where they make all man. Even because of La Liga and League One, nobody will go viewing center and go watch anything.
Yeah.
And the Premier League, they push all man go viewing centers. And they bring that energy all want in the game. So for me, every team, in summary, every team where they compete for the Premier League want to win the Premier League. There's nothing like I'm not in the frenzy. You will be there. That is why you can't compete. You won't win. That's why you can't. So if they beat you, just accept saying they're good enough to even the second position. Then the other one, we need to have a review of the officiating. The VAR is not even doing anything. I think that is just time wasting. Because a human being, you call the VAR. You understand? So these are the two things we may see.
All right. Ken made a valid point about the officiating. A lot of fans then don't they complain, say the Premier League officiating is poor and this and that and that. And I don't know, you being a Chelsea fan, you see say a decision at some point, you agree we can say the decision against Sanchez not be fair. So how true is that?
So I was talking about this guy for fact check, waiting for talk. Mr. I will call our guy is old school. I'm new school. Yes, Kennedy. Well, for now, Ken is needy, so I'll just say needy. I will not call him Kennedy. So he's more old school, and considering how football is going, the trend of football, it's one in which we get to deal with the facts. So putting across the facts as a Chelsea player, Arsenal we talk vaguely and invalid responses and facts, and Arsenal they put across. I can understand because the quick analysis one put across. Then we analyze Arteta in football system, yeah. I'm coming to that. No, he tried to school me when it comes to Maresca's way of doing things. So let's come over now quickly. Let's just ponder on how that ponder in thoughts about Arteta in system. So Arteta's system is defined by possessional play, fluid passing, and coordinated pressing to control possession. Whilst he can often use 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 formation. So if you watch at that particular way, I can handle the game tempo. He has failed woefully.
Wow.
Woefully has failed. Unlike, let me put across with team Chelsea, the system where Maresca they used. Maresca they focus on possession-based attacking football with a high defensive line, utilizing short, patient build-up play from the back to control matches. He actually knows of that particular one day. So if you watch with system that way Maresca they use, it's 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. And the evidence is based on we won the Club World Cup and we won the Conference League. That's by default. That's why you don't settle the score. Say Maresca is not a petty little coach, unlike Arteta, who is still, well, for my name, he's still a school-looking boy. That school boy taking knowledge from Pep Guardiola and Wenger, who is still telling him what to do. So much is better to be done, please. The conversation about Chelsea and Arsenal, please, lower down to dust. I want from that particular one day. Let me into. No, he will come to that particular one day. He will come to that particular one day. So let us come into the refereeing system. I think for me, from the inventory of the VAR, I knew football has been corrupted. That I will tell you, it don't disturb the style of football. So football is it's a game of passion. It's like there was this cartoon movie I watched about Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger, Bonita Bui, my player, you don't play. Like you don't take all our point, don't give it. Like way back that video. That. So the VAR of itself, bringing the technology is good, and observe the more technologized they make football, the more complicated it becomes. The way we used to watch football to now it has changed. Year in, year out, they literally bring in new rules into football. If you observe the 19 laws of the game we did primary school, cannot be seen now. It has changed literally. Now, if you observe, Barcelona will use that back line for letting catch offside trap. Now, technically, there is a small adjustment to that. And this literally don't give room for Mbappe for score more goals. Check out Mbappe now. In goal ratio in 5 games, get like 6 or 7 goals. And all that, to over 4 man of the matches. So why I'm literally putting this, FIFA, they do more harm than good to the game. Coming to the Premier League, which is the most complicating football right now, the Premier League, it is very confused, very complicating. They themselves even literally not able to define what they actually arrive in as judgment. Towards what Mr. Kennedy placed about the red card that Sanchez had. For me as a Chelsea fan, Sanchez is and how they call her. In your Blongata become too bamboozled. They couldn't Lubutuma his person. So he literally didn't even know what to do. He deserved that red card. Why? Because basically, I understand, say, on a normal basis, that's not a red card. But for me as a Chelsea fan, he deserves it. They can look at it. Yes, it is not, on paper, it is not a red card. Based on what the Premier League Referee Association don't put across, it is not a red card. But for me as a Chelsea fan, it is a red card. Sanchez is one goalkeeper I've always had issue with. He gets some he gets some, now he's one person who literally enable for flow with the defense. He gets some technical blunder. If you watch Barcelona versus Real Oviedo yesterday, if you watch that game, there was a big blunder the goalkeeper made for Barcelona. There was a very big blunder. And if he makes such blunder against teams like Real Madrid, they could punch like 5-6 goals against him. So as a referee, for read your back line, you for communicate. So for me, that was a deserved red card because he didn't communicate with the defense. And when I checked him on Twitter, he apologized. That means he knew what he did. So what Kennedy is saying, on paper, it is wrong. But for me as a Chelsea fan, and possibly don't follow the Premier League football closely, I tell you, that was a deserved red card. Because in later you don't communicate with the back line. Because if you communicate with your defense, then later you will understand, say, you can come or you cannot go. That's how top goalkeepers like the Courtois, am I to call you a goalkeeper even? No. Like the Courtois, you call it a sergeant. You understand?
You know it's the bitterness he has over Arsenal. You don't even have any goalkeeper that is as good.
You understand? So when you call these top professional goalkeepers, like you get world-class players. Sanchez is still an average goalkeeper, that will tell you. Chelsea is a world-class team and doesn't deserve to have a goalkeeper like Sanchez. That's, I will tell you for fact.
So whose pain is that?
Well, that pain is for Arsenal. So you understand? So technically, from that point, I will tell you that was a deserve. Because if you can go on Twitter and apologize that what you cost the team, it tells you that you deserve it.
But in Sanchez's defense, I believe say goalkeepers they also can allowed for make mistakes and sometimes mistake born.
So I believe in a collective thing. If you want to blame Sanchez not communicating with the goalkeeper, what happened to the defense line? Your defense line ought to have communicated also. Stay back. You can tell him to stay back.
Well, then it all came with Maresca's making a very crazy decision. You were here when we actually analyzed on the defense line of the defender was supposed to do. I saw Shakwasi Maresca putting line up. Like, this is the defender you're putting against Manchester United. And I'm happy. Well, I hope we're not going to play against Arsenal. Because Gukoreski, later you take advantage of such. No, that's the fact. Because I'll tell you, Sesko was a pure flop. Sesko was a pure flop.
United fans then go come for you.
They know Sesko is a flop. If it was Joao Pedro who had the opportunity like how we had towards penetrating that backline, he could have scored. You even said the man they fight in one, even with the red card, it'd be very aggressive. Sesko is too composed for the Premier League. I doubt we even take 5 or 10 games.
We dodge the bullets.
You understand? I'm not even thinking he's going to survive. Gyökeres, I'm a fan of Gyökeres, I'll tell you. He's a world-class puncher. I hope they go able to try and bring that energy. You understand? He's going to bring in that energy. No, Gyökeres is a very good player. I tell you. I'm happy he picked form. because he was that average player. He had played in the Premier League before, but never for finding feet. But look at him now. He has found his feet and he's punching the goals. I admire him playing for Sweden. When you pair Gyökeres and Isak, I tell you, it's like you put in like the diesel and gasoline together, and then you just light match and put them. Okay. So you see there's this partnership. But for Gyökeres, a good player. But unlike, I hope Maresca don't go play against Arsenal. They all faced Manchester United as timid as we were. United, a very broke and disgruntled team who is very average beyond the cadre.
They just beat you, so take time talk about the team. They just beat Unatu.
You don't call me
All right, as we try for round up, looking at these leagues, the league this week, a lot of teams get for play. United for play Brentford. And going into United Brentford match, are the actually request for a prediction. I'm waiting on the predict the match for come Brentford United. Looking at Brentford don't sell a lot of them key players them, and United then save the try for figure out a way. So what do they expect from the match between United and Brentford?
I think let's start with Kennedy. I've exhausted the match.
Personally, I think Brentford don't become boggy team for United. Despite the fact that United they come with that all blazing pattern of playing. I see them, they're going to lose that match by 2-1.
Okay, dictionary too.
Because they want to play their heart out, especially when they know that they lost in Bournemouth to them.
Wow.
Well, for me, I'm going to put the facts across. Still, I'm sticking with the fact. That game will be played by 12:30. That's tomorrow at the GTEC Community Stadium of itself.
It's actually 11:30.
Yes, but you know 1 hour and all that. So United position is 11th. Brentford is 17th. So then they're within that Akem Popo stage. You should find they're within that particular line. So if you now watch them past games, you actually see United don't score 6, Brentford score 6. So their gold par is like the same. So quick guide. Brentford in past 4 games, 5 games, sorry. They lost to Fulham 3-1. They do with Aston Villa 1-1 in the League Cup. They do with Chelsea 2-2. They lost against Sunderland 2-1 and they won against Bournemouth. So they will have 1 win in their 5 games. For Manchester United, well, they defeated us 2-1. They lost to Man City 3-0. They won Burnley 3-2. They lost to Grimsby Town. It was a draw. But post-penalty, they do 2-2 and they do with Fulham. So why the basis of this particular one here? So quick fact. Brentford have won 2 of their last 3 home matches against Manchester United. They have drew 1. As many as all their home matches they have won against. Okay. Well, the other one, after their 4-3 defeat in May against Manchester United, they actually lose back-to-back meetings with Brentford, only for the 3rd time. And the last time that happened was in 1934 and 1937. Also, quick fact with that, Manchester United won 3-1 against Brentford in January 2022. That was United's last win home match against Brentford. So it tells you, say, looking at this particular one here, so it's going to be very difficult. Based on fact. Well, facts could be true. Exactly, because Manchester United won against us. But Brentford losing the Mbeumo and also this player, the Nogard and also this too. And Newcastle, well, this is a big, Wisa. And also even losing the coach to Tottenham Forest. Well, there is a flip. So it tells you we might not see the usual Brentford system playing because they get a very, very tactical playing.
They're still playing the same way.
Yes, they're playing, but at least are you looking for a ride for that particular one?
So I need numbers.
Well, if I'm going to give you numbers based on facts, I will tell you I'm going to stick with Burnley's run against Manchester United. They could win against Manchester United based on fact on paper.
So your scoreline prediction?
My scoreline is 2-1 for Brentford.
Okay. 2-1. I'm with you as well. Man City, Burnley.
Well, the Man City Burnley. Quick, let me just put up the facts for Man City.
I think with the
Burnley.
facts, if you can summarize the facts a little bit to the
yes, I know we are running out of time. But for Man City, the inform right now, I'll tell you. But for the mere facts, that the draw will come against Arsenal. Well, that was Arteta's fault.
Completely.
You were supposed to win that particular game.
Exactly.
You were supposed to win that particular game.
Even the one against Liverpool was still Arteta's fault.
So quick one for Burnley. Burnley is 16th position for now. Manchester City is 9th. Well, I've never seen Manchester City in such particular position in a long time because when the season starts, City is always in the top 5. Absolutely. So surprising in the 9th position. City don't score 9. Burnley don't score 5. So quick one in the past 5 games, City actually lost 1 game, won 3, drew 1, whilst for Burnley, they have lost 3, draw 1, win 1. So why are they make this? In all their meetings, they have met 94 times. City don't win 48, and then Burnley don't win 26. They don't do 20. And the last game, City don't win all the games, including City winning against Burnley 6-0 match 2023, winning 3-0 inside Burnley 2023. And as of last year, January 2024, they won 3-1. So City will go with the win. So
okay,
it's
City
normal.
with the win, Ken.
I'll go an emphatic victory for City, 3-0, because Burnley they aren't taking their chances.
All right. You
with Kyle Walker in Burnley, I go for 4-1.
Okay, another tough one, yeah. It the game between Crystal Palace and Liverpool get for play 2:00 Salon time tomorrow. We see Crystal Palace don't defeat Liverpool in the Community Shield. So although some of the key players have don't come like Eze, we don't go now to Arsenal. So looking at and Gunya don't go to it not be able to transfer, not be happen for come to Liverpool. But looking at that complication with that transfer and that player they added to Arsenal squad, what did they expect from that match? Crystal Palace
against Liverpool. Just like I said earlier, Crystal Palace don't become a buggy team for Liverpool. Liverpool have been scrapping results. They've been lucky. That they have a formidable team, but they've been scrapping results. That is, nobody can convince me about that. Then I'm seeing Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0.
All right, 1-0. What about you?
Well, I could say you call the Carabao Cup final. Liverpool is still beaten against Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace has gone 19 matches. They're in form for now. They're very in form. So I'll tell you, well, I will go for a draw because for now, Crystal Palace, even losing Eberechi Eze, they're still maintained. So it tells you, say, there's this composed team, a new mindset. They're actually pouring the energy that they're back into Europe for a very longest of time. So there's this mentality that we have defeated Liverpool. We can do the same again. So for now, Liverpool's backline is very shaky.
And,
that's very good.
I see Mateta taking advantage
yes,
of that.
So, and Mateta is literally the aerial visibility, doing well in duels and everything. So
but they have
I'll go for a draw.
Good midfield, we can't neglect that. They pair with Gravenberg and Soboslai and others. I think.
But Soboslai, they're playing. Okay, Frimpong is back now.
Yes. So
okay.
With looking at the match between Leeds and Bournemouth.
Well, Leeds and Bournemouth for now. Leeds, I was surprised seeing Leeds defeating Wolves. I watched that game. Yeah. Starch's free kick was powerful. I could compare Starch's free kick that he scored to Soboslai. That was like world class. Very world class. So for now, I think Leeds is in form, coming from the Championship back to the Premier League, back to back, seasons out, seasons in, since losing quality players like the Rafinha, like 4 seasons back. I was like, okay, I think I could go for Leeds. Leeds getting a win. I think Bournemouth losing top players, like losing the entire backline, the Hoysin, losing even this defender who went to Paris Saint-Germain, losing Kepa to Arsenal, and losing some of their top goalkeepers. Well, for now, I'll tell you, even having Kluivert as attack, the Semedo, they're there. I'll go for Leeds because Leeds stay in form for now. I
must say that's a really, really bold move. I know Leeds have been, they are trying to pick up their form, but looking at, Ken, before going to you, looking at Bournemouth, their performance so far since the start of the league, you see even their open match against Liverpool, it was a tight one. And like you said earlier, with a bit of luck, Liverpool end up winning as well. Even though somebody might say, boy, it's a 2-goal up ahead victory, but I must say it's a tough one. So looking at Leeds and Bournemouth, what can you say?
Leeds and Bournemouth, both sides are attacking teams. They have this fluidity of way of playing. Even when they're losing, they're attacking. I see a 3-3 draw.
3-3 draw?
Yeah,
well, that's long.
Exactly, a lot of goals.
I'll be looking from a one-expect point of view.
No, it's going to be a match that's going to bring a lot of goals. Because both teams attack.
Yeah,
okay,
yes,
okay. Another tight one. Forest and Sunderland will be facing each other at 4:30. Sunderland just come back and we say they get a solid. So they play very well. They're even ahead of Manchester United. Very surprising. Me now one person where the season just started. I even say United go take Sunderland in place in relegation. And so far Sunderland they play very well. So with the match against Forest at 4:30 tomorrow on Sunday. Okay, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
How you can? What's in your prediction?
For me, Ange is tactics now something we be say. I feel say he don't make a lot of mistake because. The club owners also made a mistake in allowing Nuno Espirito to go. So Ant playing against Sunderland, I see a draw.
A draw.
A draw.
Okay.
I go for a win.
A win
it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, because looking at the season, like I still insistent and with how the season very unpredictable. This is match day 5 now, Premier League. Match day 5.
Yeah, 6.
Match day 6.
We are going to 6.
Yes. So when we reach match day 10, all man in position. Match day 15, everybody in position. So for now, I'm still confused with the prediction that you made. And all that. But I don't want to. I think I'm going to withdraw my statement again. I'm still.
They're not informed.
Battling on how to make a decision on Pascal Awande. I'll get to watch that.
So no
game.
decision.
No decision for now.
Okay. We are leaving to the suspense. Well, Kenny seeing a draw. So what kind of draw? 0-0 draw, 2-1,
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay. Tottenham Wolves.
That's the ride for Tottenham. Wolves, especially with Amapado, that's their central defender and captain. That guy has been doing a lot of bonanza. With Richarlison playing, he's going to have a field day. That's a 3-0 victory for Spurs.
Wow. But Spurs being Spurs, they always surprise people.
I'm telling you, the way Wolves are playing, that their defense is, they're giving giveaway.
Okay.
Well, Wolves is still shaky, I'll tell you. Wolves is still shaky. I don't know, they gave their manager 4 or 5 years contract.
Again,
ever since they gave him a contract, he started misbehaving. Since they never done contract him yet, but ever since the contract came, he started misbehaving. So, well, for now, Tottenham, Kudus, literally adaptation of Kudus within that particular one literally gave me goosebump. Like Kudus leaving West Ham and then coming over. I was like, okay, this one is solid and all that particular one day. So I'll tell you for now, Kudus coming in and also this Dutch player, number 7. Xavi Simons. Well, Xavi, when I watched him at the La Masia Academy, I never see that form yet in Simons when he was at Barcelona's academy. Going into RB Leipzig, I watched his form there, playing for the Dutch national team, and then coming over, although speculation had it that Chelsea wanted him, coming into Tottenham. Well, I hope you adapt to the Premier League. So I'm hoping adapt to the Premier I hope he's going to adapt to the Premier League. But looking at him, the partnership with, especially for Kudus, I tell you, Kudus adapted very well.
But do you know that Kudus, the way he plays, he overcarries the ball. That's the big minus for him. He's doing like the superstar in the team.
Yeah.
When he holds on to the ball for too long. And
he thinks he's a Brazilian.
And me, so far, I can't really point a finger. I haven't seen anything exceptional from him right now.
He's overcarried. There was one match I watched him. The guy carried the ball from the right to the left across the midfield. I said, what kind of football is this?
Okay, a tough one, yeah. 2 mid-table teams that have been in the mid-table most of the time in the Premier League. Aston Villa, Fulham. Ken, your prediction?
I see Fulham coming blazing. They're going to blaze. That is going to be a 2-1 victory for Fulham.
Dictionary.
So
Fulham, Aston Villa. Tomorrow, Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Yes, so the Aston Villa team, literally, I haven't seen the best of Aston Villa yet. The reason being is that if you look at the head-to-head of itself, so Aston Villa currently is 18th position, whilst Fulham is 8th. So like 10 positions different. So by inform looks right now, Fulham is in form. The Aston Villa lost confidence the last game of the Premier League. Their hopes were into the Champions League. And I think that is still they disturb them up to now that we missed out on the Champions League. So they are yet to come back to put themselves together. They went 4 games without scoring in the Premier League. 4 games in this new Premier League. They went 4 games without scoring. So it tells you, if I look at their past 5 games, Aston Villa has drew 3 games and they lost 2 games. They lost to Brentford, they lost to Crystal Palace. Whilst for Fulham, they get 3-game winning streak. They won against Cambridge United in League Cup. They won against Brentford. They won against Leeds. Even they lost against Chelsea. So if you look at all this, it tells you in all their previous meetings, they have met 62 times. Aston Villa don't get the better edge, 26 wins, and Fulham don't win 20. They have drawn 16. But going into tomorrow, Sunday's game, Fulham, based on what is going on, Fulham is going to win the day.
Okay, score,
I'll tell you, the last meetings, Aston Villa won against Fulham 1-0. They won against Fulham 3-1 in 2024. They won inside Fulham 2-1. I'm expecting a 2-1 win for Fulham against Aston Villa, or 2-0.
Okay,
2-1 or 2-0.
This next one, I'm starting with you, Ken. Obviously, you're an Arsenal fan, and Arsenal will be facing Newcastle. It has been tough the past season. We don't see Arsenal on the draw, on the loss. It's really difficult. Up to now, I don't know, but I still say, looking at their past performance, that Arteta still not able to find way yet around Newcastle. Although, yes, Newcastle don't lost key player like Isak, but I'm looking at the game on Sunday, 3:30. As an Arsenal fan, what do you expect? Any scoreline prediction?
If Arteta doesn't go to St. James's Park with a handbrake formation, he goes with the creative players that I want to see on that pitch. It's the 3-1 for Arsenal.
Okay.
3-1. But if he goes with a handbrake, that's going to be a problem. If he plays the same formation he played against Liverpool, against City, I doubt if we will not lose the match. But if he goes with playing with the creative players we have at hand, we can undo Newcastle.
It seems like too much confidence not in Arteta right now.
No, because you have the ingredients now. Just like my London rival said, he said, look, there is no excuse. There's no room for excuse this season. I've backed him, but this season, like I told people, naysayers, I said, look, I've not seen us coming to fruition of what I want to see. I want to see Arsenal play with audacity, with authenticity, going to dictate the pace of the game. I've not seen that. So I'm not yet convinced.
Okay.
I'm not yet convinced.
So from my side, Arsenal, Newcastle. Arsenal currently occupies the 2nd position. Newcastle occupies the 13th position. Total points they have garnered. Arsenal have garnered 10 points. Newcastle 6 points. Goal scoring. Arsenal got the better ratio. Arsenal scored 10 goals, in which considered 2, and then Newcastle has scored 3 goals only. The past games, Arsenal drew against Man City. They won against Bilbao in the Champions League. They won against Nottingham Forest. They lose to Liverpool. They won against Leeds 5-0 as we're rounding off quickly. Whilst for Newcastle, they only have 1 win in their past 5 games, even losing to Barcelona in the Champions League and all. So what's the state? Arsenal, Liverpool, well, take note. They have met 177 times. Arsenal has won 78 and Newcastle have won 68, and the draw is 35. And looking at the past stats, Arsenal won the last game, the 27th of July 2025. Arsenal won 3-2. Arsenal won against Newcastle in 18th of May 2025. And the last time Newcastle won against Arsenal was on 5th of February. That was in the League Cup. They won 2-0 against you. Looking at this, and Newcastle not in form, you carry the day. Eddie Howe is a bit shaky. Wenger, Arteta is shaky, but I think from the team's performance for now,
plays with the handbrake, we're not going to win. But if he plays with the creative players, it's the 3-1 win.
Sure. But the key thing is, it's in Newcastle. It's a very difficult ground for Arsenal to win.
We can do them. We've done it before.
Well, I think I'll go for a win for Arsenal. Or perhaps a draw. A win for Arsenal or draw.
Can you pick a side?
Well, looking at this for now, with Gyökeres in form, and I think Arsenal will win by 2-1.
The guy doesn't want to say
the last match of the game week will be played on Monday. Everton, West Ham. I'll start with you.
Okay, for Everton, their loss to Liverpool. Well, I was saying that because of player that bully Everton. But Everton, literally, this player leaving Manchester City coming to Everton. What's his name again? Grealish. I was like, Grealish, like really? He has a skill set. Like I only saw this in Aston Villa,
he's doing it.
And then he came into Man City, bought over 100 million pounds, which was a flop. And then seeing that into Everton, I was like, okay, that's good. Indai is doing very well. Yeah. Okay, Pickford is doing very well. West Ham for now, I will tell you, they have to sack Graham Potter.
Then Tatas.
Yes, big blunder in Tata. So I'll tell you for now, I'll go for a win for Everton. Everton is doing well. Ever since they went to the new stadium, I'll go for a win.
Ken.
2-0 Everton, West Ham 0.
4-0 Everton, West Ham 0.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Viewers, a quick league standing. Liverpool is leading the table with 15 points. Arsenal second with 10 points. Tottenham as well with 10 points. Arsenal is leading by I think it's by goal difference. So Bournemouth is on 4th position with 10 points, and Newcastle 5th with 9 points. Going down to relegation. Aston Villa then still the struggle with then they 18th at the table with 3 points, West Ham 19th with 3 points, and Wolves 20 with 0 points. So it's a tight relegation spot right now, as much as it ties up the league table as well. Well, Fambuna, so we take wrap up today in this session. Plenty thank you for Una wait on day with we from the start, and now we close this season. We close this session. Thank you for the comment, the views, the likes as well. I want to say a special thank you to my production team, my producer Andrew, to Simon and Ans, to the technical heads, and also to the DJ behind the mixer, and to my special guests them from London, representing Chelsea and Arsenal right here in our salon, where I need for come in between them because of things one gets wild up. And also to me, thank you to me and to Una all out there as well, to every Sierra Leonean, to the Sierra Leone U17 female team, congratulations to una, and una continue for keep up una good performance and lifting the country flag. So so to next time for Semina Nene Fofana, thank you for the with we and bye bye.
I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter how you thrive or you kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team is different, but the aim in the game.
Katemedere etati toɓɓere jeenayi FM ko gonga kan luttata.
Wolo through radio station ma 103.9 FM. Tony Mia Aloma.
You dey listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM live from